welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wolverines will put toe together and we'll get started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. Here's the handoff. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Toss to the outside. Running into the open space. Wide open spaces. He's inside the 40. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
They are going to attack every area of the field. This time on the ground, they run the old toss play, and they get a big gainer on this defense.
Man, they got the edge sealed, gave him a lane, and he took off.
I also like the blocking downfield by...
Oh, he's got some space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Fights off a defender. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep. React to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to roll up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd and goal where the strong come through. Direct snap. And he takes
drive put together. Don't kick threes. We need touchdowns. And that's a great job executing down here near the goal line. You got the 3rd and goal. You were physical enough to run the football in. Nice start to this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Dances away to buy time. But what a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line is going to have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hansen. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Underwood. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes a connection. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Dances away. Turning on the Jets. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. The Wolverines are on the move. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. It's a running room. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense tried to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Making side adjustments here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll go to the toss. Finding open areas. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The play-action fake. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Now improvising. Trying to make magic. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
They're going to ride this running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Wants to fire on second down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quarterback making checks. Now the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, The offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes.
Oh, out of space. It's a seam wide open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll go with a direct snap. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive things.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And he missed it. No good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that one's incomplete. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Unloads to the wideout. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Alabama comes out. 4th down play to start the 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. Picks up the first down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this.
Turning it on. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He will score! Touchdown time!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Using his legs, it's Haynes. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Off the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Using his feet to buy time. Got out of trouble and throws. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He's open on the right. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's McCulley. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. There he goes. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Got enough space, and he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, you're trailing here in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds and try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
Back to pass. It's Underwood. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back down.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Hides the ball. Here he comes on the bootleg. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Number 96, set to kick it away.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly and push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. He almost had the pick, and that could have given him a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Defense not showing press coverage. Off play action. Under fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You saying it's your birthday? Give you a shout out? Happy birthday then, bro. Thank you for coming up here. Appreciate you. But I always do love and shout outs for anybody that come up here. I always do it, bro. Anybody come up here and always show love. I'm actually playing this I always do that. Anybody come up in there, I always do that. Oh yeah, no doubt, bro. I always do that. Happy birthday, bro. How old you turn? I gotta get used to this shit, bro. Michigan 16 seed? Fuck, I gotta get me another fucking team. Oh, excuse me. 13. Man, happy 13th birthday. Hope you have a great day, man. Great rest of your day when you wake up. You know what I'm saying? Alright, y'all, man. Obviously, I need some training, bro. I don't know how I'm gonna bring this Michigan team up. And then, especially if I ain't got the other running back, bro. What was his name? Edwards? Let me see. The running back for Michigan last year. I think he went on. It was Edwards, wasn't it? It's AI. I ain't trying to use AI. Yeah, it was Donovan Edwards. – 2004. So where he at right now? Man, they got AI mode, bro. That's crazy. He is not doing that, dog. Where the fuck is he at? I thought he was gonna play like one more year. I don't know these football players nowadays. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's see where he at. That ain't him though. Is it? What are you doing right now? He's still playing. Number 7 still playing. Let me see this Michigan team real quick. Where the roster file? He moved on, didn't he? Yeah, he moved on, bro. Running back is not cold. Our quarterback ain't cold. Let's see. What Michigan State doing? Damn, they ain't even cold either, bro. They probably got a good defense, though. Back to my team. The boys in blue. Damn, it's gonna take a lot to actually play. I don't even know what I'm gonna do, bro. Speed 92. The highest. You gotta be kidding me, bro. 83? Average as fuck. We average as hell, bro. More. Really? They mid as hell, bro. These motherfuckers, they are mid. You said 1 versus 1 right now. Maybe another time, Brody. I'm trying to still figure this out. That shit hard. That's hard. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. I gotta go to a football game, bro. Alright, man. I'm gonna take it back in. I actually, hold on. Alabama is top of the line, right? Alabama gotta be the top of the line. Top tier team. They gotta be. Let me see. Dang, somebody on a 12 winning streak. Ooh, 25 winning streak. Ooh. $17. You know he quitting and getting off. Some of these cats be quitting and getting off. I'm down at the total poll. We just starting. We gonna come up though. I already know it. I just gotta get together, bro. I gotta get it together. And then they say you can custom in-play games. I'm gonna have to learn some shit, bro. Like, actually, for real. Oh, okay, man. With that being said, man, we're gonna move on to another game, man. I'm not gonna stay up too long, but we staying up. Just wanted to get the gist of this game, play one game, get the gist of it, because this is gonna take time. I already know, man. I gotta throw on my Wolverines hat, cap on. You know what I'm saying? We already, you see we from there, man. Michigan, baby. I don't know what it is. We just gotta throw that cap on, man. I do want that Michigan cap, that Wolverines cap. I don't like state like that, man. So we gonna move on to another game, man. I haven't played 2K for real. I ain't gonna lie. That be taking forever. We'll decide though. We'll decide. Thank y'all for coming up here. I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Man. DVSB, man. Please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. We'll be back on with some more college football. Definitely for sure on Sunday. Getting it in. And again, happy birthday. Happy 13th birthday. Thank you for coming up here. Appreciate you. I'm out. Peace.